Hello, all you divine biddies. I'm back for another video. If you don't know me, I'm Samantha. I do have a bachelor in psychology, and today I want to talk about setting your boundaries because as a feminine woman, we have we have to set so many boundaries. Like if you think about it, that's essentially how you get to the point of someone treating you exactly how you want it. Like it's either they obey your boundaries or like just you need to cut them out of your life, you know? Like we as feminine women, we protect our peace at all costs. So this is why I think that setting boundaries is so important is because you know, there's only we're so picky about who we let into our energy because we work so hard on becoming the best person. We work so hard on our personal growth that if we just let all types of energy into our energy, then that's going to mess up our energy. You know what I mean? So, anyways, setting boundaries is so important as a feminine woman. So, I think one of the most important things when you do set a boundary is the way that you say it and the voice that you use. So before I went through this whole journey of becoming a feminine woman and finding myself, finding my purpose. I know that sounds so like trendy, but like once you experience it, you're like, well, this is where it's at. But anyways, when I was primarily in my masculine, um, to get my way, like I would resort to anger. I would resort to like basically getting mad if I didn't get my way. And that stressed me out, that raised my cortisol levels, which is the fat hormone. So what I've learned, and like if you didn't know, like all of this came to me naturally. Like I didn't know what was happening. Just I was changing. I didn't know what I was changing to. I was like in a cocoon, and then out came a butterfly. But basically, like I guess God in the universe wanted to transform me into this great feminine woman. So like, anyways, the point I'm trying to get to is that when you want to set a boundary, you need to make sure that you state your boundary clearly and that you have a sweet voice. You're not demanding, you're smiling, and you have to be genuine, like, but I think it's really important how you deliver your message. Um, People don't really respond well to like bitchiness or like demanding things. So just keep that in mind. When you're setting a boundary and you want people to listen to you, focus on how you deliver the message. Don't offend them, And also your tone of voice. It makes a huge, 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 huge difference. All right, number two on how to set a boundary. Um, well, I think this is just like a tip. So, say you're in a relationship with someone, you just met them, you guys are together maybe a year and a half, and they do something that you are not fond of. You get triggered, so you get angry. You're questioning like, why doesn't this person know not to do this to me? um, a decent human being wouldn't do this to me. But then if you actually take a step back and you're only with this person for a year and a half, you two are still getting to know each other. You know, you're two completely different human beings raised in two completely different environments. So, like, if you think about it, step back and think about it, like, if this was the first time that they crossed a boundary, you really cannot get mad at them or disappointed. But what you can do is set a boundary. So when someone does something that you don't like, you set a boundary. And lately, I've been telling myself, and you should too, is tell yourself, I lost my train of thought. What was it? Oh yeah, so I'm grateful for experiences that come like that, like little scenarios, you know, that I don't like because I have the opportunity to bring up my boundary and say like, hey, you know, like I understand, whatever. You know, I understand you wanted to go out with your friends last night, but can you please just tell me what time you'll be home or whatever your boundary is, you know, whatever makes you feel good, whatever makes you feel secure. So I'm teaching myself to be grateful for little opportunities for me to set boundaries, because if you just like every day setting boundaries for like just no reason, just because you're all up in your head, like that has to be straight up annoying to whoever you're setting a boundary to. You know, you don't want to overwhelm them. You just want to go with the flow. Feminine energy is about going with the flow, you know, trusting in God and the universe, trusting that, you know, all good things are coming to you. So yeah, that's the state of thought that I've been in recently. I think you should adopt that thought process too. All right, next thing is, so here we are setting boundaries, you know, so that we only let people into our energy who fit the criteria, because we work really hard on our energy. We work on ourselves every single day. We listen to affirmations. But so let's say it happened a second or third time, the same exact scenario. So that's when you address the issue again. And like, I don't know, I'd say maybe give them 2 or 3 tries. The third try, if they continue to do it, they're they're telling you, they're literally telling you with your actions how they feel about you and your boundaries. They don't respect your boundaries. They don't respect how you feel. They don't, like, there's so many people in this world. Why would we waste our energy with someone who gives that kind of energy to us? So then that's when you have to be willing and able and happily cut the line, cut the cord, be willing to walk away and stand on your word. This is extremely powerful. Like, I want to say, especially in relationships, because, like, I want to say it would work in your career, but, like, you know, if you work in corporate, like, you're easily replaceable, so it might not work in corporate settings, but maybe entrepreneurship things it'll work too, you know. But so the main point is that you need to let them know and feel with action that you will walk away. That if you don't respect my boundaries, if you don't respect me as a person, then I'll find someone else who does, you know? And I think this might be one of the most important things when setting boundaries, is to let them know and let them feel with action that you'll walk away for good and you won't come back. Because you know what? You're the prize. You're the one working so hard on you and your energy and what you put out in the world. You're the one wanting to be this great person, and you'll attract the people who's meant to be in your life, you know? So I think those are three very important points when it comes to setting boundaries. And don't be afraid to set boundaries. Like it'll literally benefit you and how you feel in the long run. I mean, you might. I'm so sorry. My dogs bark about everything, but if you think about it, a few years. We're talking about relationships now. In the first few years, it's so important to um, it's so important to set boundaries, because this is potentially someone that you're gonna live your life with, your whole whatever 100 years of life with, and you need to let them know, like, this is what you need to do to help me feel comfortable in my, like, with myself, and feel comfortable with you. You know what I mean? It's all about you. You are the prize. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. I really do put a lot of thought in this process. Um, Please subscribe if you're into femininity and, you know, living the soft life and psychology, because I'll be putting out a lot of videos. So subscribe if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you guys later. Bye.